Update on the manufactured home search. If you've been following along, you know that we already had a Champion Homes salesman that we had been in conversation with over the phone who we really liked, someone who's been in the business for a really long time and who I felt like really had our best interest at heart. However, didn't really care for those floor plans as much as some of the Clayton floor plans. So despite the fact that Clayton has like a bad rap and all these horror stories on here, I really wanted to go see them for myself. We walked through many homes. I have it all on video. I will be posting separate videos of like the specific models that we walked through. But one thing that I will tell you is that when we left Tennessee, like when we had walked through both of the lots and we were coming back here to our North Carolina property to kind of like debrief and, you know, figure out what we liked, what we didn't like. Because when you're in the moment looking at these homes, it's very hard to have an honest conversation with my husband because you've got the salesman standing right there and they're kind of like telling you all about the home and it's very overwhelming. There's just so much information coming at you at once. Not only from the salesman, but just like walking around and looking at things and considering like, okay, would this work? Would this not work? What do I like? It was almost like I blacked out during these walkthroughs because it's like, I don't even know what I'm looking at right here. I've got too much happening. So we got done walking through the homes. You know, they take you into the office afterwards and they want to like get the process started, which we're not ready for that yet. Like we just wanted to see the homes. By the time we got in the car to make our way back here to North Carolina, my husband and I both looked at each other and we were like, oh my God, we feel more confused now after walking through the homes than we did when we were just looking at them online. We did not have like a good feeling. Nothing felt right. And like, say what you will about gut feelings or God giving us a message. Like, I don't know what it was, but we just left there feeling so mentally exhausted, drained, confused. Honestly, feeling a little duped in some cases too, because like they would tell me one price when we were standing in the home, but then when we got into the office, it would be like a different price on paper. So we knew the following day, yesterday, we were going to be going to a Champion Home Center. That's the one with the salesman that I've been telling you about. I literally prayed yesterday morning. I was like, God, please just give me some guidance here. Like if we are not meant to have a manufactured home here in North Carolina, just make that abundantly clear today. Let me just tell you, God answered our prayers because the second we walked into the Champion Homes little office and met with our salesman, his name is James, it was like we were immediately at home. He was speaking our language. He was giving us numbers right up front before we even walked into these homes. He's local to the area that we're actually putting the home. So he already knows all of the local setup crews. He's got his own electricians. He's got his own dirt people. He's got his own deck people. He really takes pride in the fact that these homes that are being built in this city have his name attached to it. And I really appreciated that. So not only is he a salesman, but he's also like the site project manager as well. He's not just selling us the home. He's actually there every step of the way. So before we even saw any of the Champion homes, my husband and I are looking at each other and we were like, okay, this is it. Like this, I don't even need, he could have showed us the ugliest homes, the ugliest Champion homes, and we still would have felt like this is who we want to go with. So then he actually started showing us some of the homes and you know, they definitely were not as like flashy or appealing as the Clayton homes, but they felt really well built, which I'm going to talk about this in another video. And as we're walking through, James, our sales guy, is like telling us all of the different options that we can add on, how much it's going to cost. I mean, he had all the numbers in his head versus the Clayton home salespeople. Like they really didn't know. Like I would ask them, can we put a fireplace in here? Oh yeah, well, how much would that be? I'm not sure. We'll go back and check. You know what I mean? Or some of them would just like spit out a number, but then give us a different number in the office. And with James, our salesman with Champion, like he knows our budget. He knows that we want to stay under our budget. He is not trying to like purposely increase us or do all these add-ons that's going to put us over budget. And he was only showing us homes that he knew would fit within our budget, which I really appreciated. So I am super excited. We have narrowed it down to 3 different options with Champion Homes. They are built at different factories. Like one of the homes that we're looking at is built in like the Millen, Georgia factory. Another I think was built in a Tennessee factory. But what's nice is James has been in this business for so long. And like I said, he knows all of the local setup people. I genuinely feel that if we got our home delivered to our property and something was wrong, all the horror stories you hear on here about manufactured homes, like it's gonna get fixed. I do not feel like we're gonna have an issue with that at all. So we are going back today to kind of narrow down between the 3 that we've chosen. I don't think we're gonna be signing anything today, but we definitely wanna know our options. We wanna run some numbers, see like what this is really gonna cost. And then we should have our home ordered and delivered definitely by July, which was the goal. This is just like such a true testament to going with your gut, just following that, I guess, little voice that's telling you what feels right and what doesn't feel right. Now, Clayton Homes, by the way, like our salespeople at Clayton Homes, we really like them. Everybody that we have met with has been so nice. I didn't feel like pushy or salesy vibes from any of them, but it is a clear difference, night and day, between the Clayton Home tours that we went on and the Champion Home tours with James.